I just love coming to the St Vincent de Paul conferences. There's always a great buzz, and I think for me, the people who are here, they come here because they're dedicated. They come here because they really want to look at how they can help other people. And they're just ordinary people ourselves. And that's the beauty of it all. It's just one person reaching out to another. And I just love it. I just love it.
Well, I'm here representing the Archdiocese of St Andrews in Edinburgh in my capacity as Vicar Episcopal for Caritas, Justice and Peace, but I'm also the Archdiocesan Spiritual Director for St Vincent de Paul. Clearly today this is beyond just one diocese, it's the national event, so it's for the whole country. But as you can see beside me, there's the great man who says, "You are the servant of the poor." And I think the time and age we're living in now, the poor should be heartmost in our thoughts and prayers, and indeed in our work. Another great Saint Augustine said, "You must become what you receive," and all of us have received communion so many times. And Christ, the great shepherd of the poor, is not just out there or in the Blessed Sacrament, is within us. So when we go out there and meet poor people of any description, whether they're poor spiritually, mentally, physically, economically, they are our brothers and sisters, and we are their servants. We might dress better than them, we might have more money than them, but we shouldn't have. We are their servants and not the other way around.
Great number of people. It's a wonderful day to bring everyone together. The St Vincent de Paul hold a very important place in many of our communities, looking after those who are most at risk, most on the margin. So it's wonderful to have people like that together to share faith and to share their experiences and to share their knowledge and love for St Vincent de Paul.
It's been fantastic. Lovely chance to meet lots of members who are engaged in all of the work that they do, and the content of the talks has been really challenging, but I think that's what we need, is to see the challenge of the day. The message for me that's come through is that how we respond to poverty will keep on changing, and every time there's a new challenge we need to reshape ourselves, we need to respond in different ways. And particularly you put a lot of work into a conference, you get the talks right, but the best conversation will always be during coffee, during lunchtime, and it's seeing people talking to each other, comparing ideas, coming away with notes, and good things will always flow from that kind of conversation. So.
Well, I'm really pleased that so many folk travelled from all different parts of Scotland to be here today, because obviously moving away from the Central Belt is something I felt we had to do. So it's good that it has been supported by people from throughout the whole of Scotland, so it serves all our members. And what I'm hoping is, from what people have said to me today, is that they've really felt that the presentations have been really interesting. So I'm going to make sure that everybody gets a copy of the presentations, and I'm going to put everything into, hopefully I can't promise, but hopefully into the next edition of Voice in the News, so that every member gets the same information, so that those who weren't able to be here today feel that they still are part of what's taken place today.
Well, I'm really excited to, first of all, see the energy in the room, just the attendance. I'm blown away by the attendance, the motivation that people have for being here, the dedication that people have. And what I find really interesting is that, there's not just long-standing members here, there's people who've joined recently, who've just joined this year, all with a real kind of heart for service. And that's what I love about the SVP. It fills me with joy coming to somewhere like this, because I was saying to one of the other tables, you can feel like you're doing this work on your own sometimes, and so when you come to these meetings, it's nice to be in community with each other, in fraternity, and be reminded that we're not alone in all of this.
The poor we will have with us always, Jesus said, but they're not just a challenge to us, they ought to become our best friends.